Today, let us step into a brand new awareness of who we truly are, beings of boundless light and infinite possibility, lovingly guided by forces beyond our everyday understanding. Even if life's challenges have led us to doubt our inner radiance, that luminous spark never truly goes out. It may hide behind layers of old wounds or limiting beliefs, but it's still there, waiting for us to reconnect with its healing power. This moment is your invitation to awaken that soul-level energy and bring it forward into your daily life. We often hear that we must make something of ourselves, but there's a deeper truth. We already are something magnificent, far beyond the confines of time and space. This journey we're about to embark on isn't about chasing a future version of perfection. It's about softly peeling back the layers that obscure the vibrant spirit within. As you listen, allow any skepticism or fear to be gently acknowledged. Then imagine it dissolving like clouds, parting to reveal a radiant sun. The insights shared here aim to remind you of your innate ability to heal, to love deeply, and to rise above the noise of daily stress. Over the next several sections, we'll explore how to honor your heart, embrace gentle self-love, and practice gratitude in ways that elevate your vibration. But that's only the beginning. You'll see how each mindful step forward not only invigorates your spirit, but also helps you sense an invisible network of support all around you. Call it the universe, call it divine presence. Whatever name you choose, you are connected to it. You belong to it, and it belongs to you. By offering gentle techniques like using affirmations, journaling, or simple meditations, you'll learn how to bring your focus inward and understand the body's powerful messages. Healing is not as far-fetched as it may seem. It can be a quiet, steady process that starts with accepting yourself exactly as you are. Think of this acceptance as a loving embrace around your own heart, reassuring it that it's safe to speak up and share its truth. In each section, you'll be invited to release outdated concepts, forgive yourself for any perceived shortfalls, and rise into a new state of freedom. These lessons aren't about overhauling your entire life in a day. Rather, they invite you to take daily steps into a fresher, more expanded awareness. By the end, you'll discover how to maintain this awakened perspective so that your soul remains kindled, glowing from the inside out. Let's begin by recalling just how limitless you truly are, unveiling the greatness that exists within you right now. To truly rekindle your soul's true essence, start with one crucial realization. You are not limited by the stories you've been told or the boxes society has placed around you. Deep within, there is an unbounded spirit that has journeyed through many chapters, some peaceful, some tumultuous, and yet has emerged unbroken, ready for renewal. While it's easy to think of yourself as defined by external roles, student, parent, worker, or friend, your essence transcends all labels. At your core, there is an eternal spark that predates your current circumstances. Think about the gentle flicker of a candle. Even the smallest flame can illuminate a vast, dark room. In the same way, your soul's light has the power to break through any heaviness in your life. When you pause and remember that you're inherently divine, a shift occurs. Your problems seem a bit smaller, your heart expands, and a subtle courage emerges from within. Rather than seeing challenges as definitive walls, you begin to view them as stepping stones guiding you toward deeper wisdom. One way to reconnect with this limitless origin is through quiet reflection. You might close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, who would I be if I had no fear? What if I truly believed in my infinite nature? Let the questions linger. Feel how your body reacts. Perhaps a tension in your chest loosens, or a gentle warmth blooms around your heart. This is your soul's way of confirming you are more than you ever imagined. In this journey of remembrance, curiosity is your greatest ally. Approach your inner world with wonder. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, or I'm not enough, see those thoughts as old echoes, not absolute truths. Challenge them by declaring a new belief. I am more capable than I realize. I trust the boundless soul within me. Affirmations like these reshape your inner dialogue, lifting the veil that once hid your brilliance. Also remember that this process doesn't require grand rituals or complex techniques. Sometimes, simply taking a moment each morning to place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am infinite and I am whole, can set a transformative tone for the day. By consistently reminding yourself of this higher truth, the weight of self-doubt gradually lifts and your reality begins to match the elevated perspective you hold within. As you grow attuned to your unbounded essence, life becomes less about strict plans and more about flow. Instead of trying to control every outcome, you learn to dance with possibilities, trusting that your limitless nature will guide you to what serves your highest good. Let this opening step be a gentle but powerful remembrance that you are so much more than your current narrative. And with this in mind, let's venture deeper into healing those past wounds that may obscure your light. Just as a flower needs healthy soil to blossom, your soul requires a clear emotional landscape to radiate fully. The past can sometimes loom over us with unresolved pain or buried traumas, creating invisible barriers to our expansion. Healing those wounds does not mean erasing the memories or dismissing the experiences. It means integrating them in a way that no longer holds you captive. Each experience, even the painful ones, has shaped you, adding layers of wisdom to your journey. A powerful starting point for healing is acknowledging the presence of past hurt. Denial often keeps pain locked inside, hidden behind a polite smile or a busy schedule. Yet, by gently turning inward and admitting, yes, there is still sadness here, you bring that wound into the light of conscious awareness. This is where healing begins. Sometimes you might feel a heaviness in your chest or a wave of emotion in your stomach. These are the body's signals that a hidden emotional residue is coming to the surface, ready to be released. To facilitate this release, consider simple practices like journaling. Write openly about what hurt you, how it made you feel, and what lessons you can glean from it. Then, in a separate section, list all the strengths you've developed because of these trials, perhaps empathy, resilience, or a deeper sense of compassion for others. By pairing the pain with the growth that followed, you can see how these wounds can transform into portals of self-discovery. Another gentle technique is visualization. Imagine yourself placing these burdens, old fears, regrets, or hurts, into a soft, glowing container in your mind's eye. Then see it carried away by a wave of soothing light, dissolving into nothingness. This symbolic act serves as a powerful message to your subconscious that you're ready to let go. You are acknowledging the pain, learning from it, and willingly releasing its grip on your heart. Affirmations also play a meaningful role here. Statements like, "I accept the past and allow healing to unfold," or "I release all shame and step into self-compassion," can help shift your inner dialogue. With repetition, these words become anchors, steadying you when doubt tries to pull you back into old mindsets. As you heal these emotional scars, you'll find your spirit feeling lighter, more spacious. The walls once built to protect you from further harm begin to dissolve, replaced by healthy boundaries grounded in self-love. It's not about forgetting what happened or excusing hurtful actions. Rather, it's about liberating yourself from the emotional chains that keep you stuck. When this process unfolds, you gain newfound freedom, allowing your soul's brilliance to guide you forward. In our next step, we'll explore how self-love acts as the fertile ground where this healing can truly flourish. When we speak of self-love, we're addressing far more than pampering or fleeting indulgence. Real self-love is an ongoing relationship with oneself, built on patience, acceptance, and kind-hearted honesty. It is the cornerstone of every other form of love we experience in life. How can we expect to deeply love others or receive their love fully if we withhold compassion from ourselves? Often, old criticisms or self-judgments cloak the heart, limiting its capacity to give and receive affection. Perhaps you've been told you're too much or not enough, or you've internalized the idea that your worth depends on external accomplishments. But self-love encourages you to break free from such constraints. By affirming, "I am worthy simply because I exist," you challenge the notion that love must be earned through perfection. A gentle way to expand the heart's capacity for self-love is through mirror work. Stand before a mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak words of kindness. "I see you, and I honor your journey." At first, this might feel strange or even uncomfortable. That discomfort is simply your old conditioning resisting change. With time, what begins as an awkward exercise transforms into a comforting ritual, an act of reclaiming intimacy with yourself. Another practical method is to carry a small affirmation card in your wallet or keep a reminder on your phone. This card or note can read, "I cherish and respect myself in every moment." Whenever self-doubt creeps in, or you catch a negative internal voice whispering discouraging words, pause, read your affirmation, and let it be a soothing presence. Over time, these consistent reminders nurture a quieter, kinder dialogue within you. It's also valuable to practice self-love through the lens of forgiveness. We can be painfully hard on ourselves for past mistakes, real or perceived. Embracing self-forgiveness doesn't mean ignoring accountability. It means allowing yourself the space to learn and grow without dragging guilt or shame into the present. This act of grace can drastically shift your emotional balance, opening up new pathways for joy, creativity, and compassion. Remember, self-love is not a destination. It's an evolving process that unfolds each day as you choose to treat yourself more kindly. As you reinforce your own worth and hold yourself in gentle esteem, you'll discover that your heart has a greater capacity to love others, to appreciate the world, and to persevere in the face of challenges. The ripple effect of this inner transformation is profound. People sense this nurturing energy in you, and life starts reflecting that love back in unexpected ways. With your heart space growing ever more expansive, you are now perfectly poised to harness the next step, cultivating a profound sense of gratitude, that transcends the ordinary boundaries of time and space. Gratitude is a potent force that awakens us to the treasures already present in our lives. When you cultivate genuine appreciation, you shift from a mindset of lack to one of abundance, from worry to wonder. Each thank you, whispered or written, broadens your awareness, illuminating blessings in places you once overlooked. By embracing gratitude daily, you reinforce the belief that the universe is rich with goodness and that you are inherently worthy of receiving it. Many of us see gratitude as a casual act, saying thanks when someone holds the door open, or expressing relief when something goes right. But let's take it further. True gratitude means acknowledging even the simplest gifts: the warmth of a morning sunbeam, the first sip of a comforting beverage, or the softness of a pillow at night. By repeatedly focusing on these small moments, you develop a resilient sense of well-being that isn't easily shaken by life's turbulence. A straightforward way to solidify this mindset is through a gratitude journal. Take a few minutes each evening to list 3 things you're thankful for. They might be incredibly small, perhaps the way a friend's laughter lifted your spirits, or how a gentle breeze reminded you of nature's embrace. What matters is the sincerity behind each note of thanks. In time, this practice trains your mind to scan for positivity throughout the day, transforming gratitude from a one-time event into an ongoing lens through which you view your life. Another technique is a short gratitude pause. Let's say you catch yourself stuck in a negative thought loop, maybe worrying about a future outcome or replaying a past mistake. In that moment, deliberately pause and recall something good, however minor, about the present. Perhaps it's the sense of connection you feel simply by being alive in this vast universe. Let that thought take center stage in your mind. Feel it soften your internal tension. You'll likely notice your breathing slow and your shoulders loosen as your focus shifts onto what's working rather than what's lacking. Gratitude also offers an energetic bridge to deeper spiritual insights. When you recognize how supported you are by people, nature, or unseen forces, you start to perceive life as a cooperative dance, not a lonely struggle. This shift in perspective goes beyond daily inconveniences or fleeting emotions. It touches on a timeless truth. You are part of a grand tapestry, woven lovingly by countless threads of support and guidance. The magic of gratitude is that it renews itself. Every time you practice it, you discover even more to be thankful for, fueling a perpetual cycle of joy. As you align yourself with this buoyant energy, the emotional weight you once carried becomes lighter. The stage is now set to tune into the wisdom of your own body, learning to trust how it mirrors your inner harmony. Let's move onward and embrace that empowering insight. Your body is a living testament to the beliefs and emotions you carry within. Like a finely calibrated instrument, it resonates with the frequency of your thoughts, both uplifting and distressing. When you harbor resentment, fear, or self-doubt, it may manifest as tension in your muscles or restlessness at night. Conversely, when you practice self-love, forgiveness, and gratitude, the body often responds with a sense of relief and better overall vitality. It's easy to view the body as separate from the mind and spirit, but in reality, they form a holistic system. This means that a shift in your inner world, such as a change in perspective or a release of a limiting belief, can have a tangible effect on your physical well-being. You might notice improved posture, deeper breathing, or a decrease in certain aches and pains. This is not a miraculous quick fix, but a steady unveiling of your body's natural inclination toward balance. A practical way to start trusting your body's wisdom is to engage in mindful check-ins. Pick a cue, like a phone alarm or a sticky note at your workspace, to remind you to pause every few hours. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and scan your body from head to toe. Where are you holding tension? Which areas feel spacious and relaxed? Simply observe these sensations without judgment or the need to fix anything immediately. Often just awareness and gentle acceptance help dissolve minor discomforts, signaling to your body that it's safe to let go. Affirmations can also be powerful in nurturing a harmonious relationship with your body. You might say, "My body and I work together for optimal health," or "I honor the messages my body shares with me." Repeated sincerely, these statements encourage a cooperative spirit within you, reminding your subconscious that your body is an ally, not an adversary. When you notice physical discomfort, try a loving inquiry. What are you trying to tell me? Rather than numbing the pain or pushing through it, engage with it as though it were a friend in need of your attention. You may discover that a stiff neck correlates with holding on to stress, or a clenching in your gut aligns with unresolved worry. Once you identify the emotional undercurrent, you can work on releasing it through gentle breathing, affirmations, or other self-care techniques. Learning to trust the body is a journey of patience. There may be days when symptoms persist or old aches resurface. This doesn't mean you've failed. Rather, see it as an invitation to go deeper into your own healing. By continuing to treat yourself with kindness and respect, you create an internal environment that fosters well-being from the cellular level on up. This trust forms a stable foundation, helping you transcend old patterns with grace and step even more boldly into your infinite essence. Throughout life, we accumulate habits, beliefs, and coping mechanisms that once served us but may now be obsolete. Like worn-out shoes that no longer fit, these old patterns can cause discomfort and restrict our growth. Yet acknowledging them can feel intimidating, especially if we've relied on them to feel safe or accepted. Transcending them is an act of courage, but also an act of self-compassion, freeing us to step into a more expansive reality. The first step is awareness. Observe how you react under stress, or how you speak to yourself when you make a mistake. Do you default to negative self-talk? Do you isolate yourself or become overly critical of others? Recognizing these patterns without shame is vital. Try saying to yourself, "I see this behavior, and I understand it once protected me. Now I choose to gently release it." This affirmation acknowledges the pattern's past usefulness while signaling that you're ready to move on. Establishing new mental pathways can be achieved through incremental changes. Rather than forcing a complete overhaul overnight, focus on one small shift at a time. For example, if you catch yourself engaging in harsh self-criticism, pause and counter it with a supportive statement. "I am learning and growing every day. It's okay to make mistakes." Over time, these micro-adjustments create a ripple effect, replacing self-limiting monologues with gentler narratives that inspire trust and optimism. It's also helpful to surround yourself with supportive influences. This can include uplifting books, affirming social media feeds, or spending more time with friends who champion your evolution. These positive reinforcements act as a scaffolding, helping you sustain the new patterns you're cultivating. Just as a garden flourishes when nurtured, your mind thrives when consistently fed compassionate thoughts and affirming stories. When obstacles arise, and they inevitably will, see them as opportunities to reinforce your newfound mindset. Old triggers might resurface, or unexpected setbacks might challenge your resolve. Instead of falling into despair, pause and acknowledge how far you've come. Maybe in the past, one setback would have derailed you entirely, but now you're able to regroup faster, glean lessons from the experience, and keep moving forward. That in itself is a testament to your growth. Don't forget to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Each day you make even the slightest shift towards self-awareness or self-love is a victory. Commend yourself for taking those steps, for each one is a tile in the mosaic of your evolving life. By transcending old patterns with grace, you cultivate an inner environment that's more open to the truth of your divine wholeness, an ever-present reality we'll explore in the next section. Embrace these transformations as part of your unfolding story, trusting that you're gradually aligning with a future where your soul's brilliance shines without limit. There is a unique peace that arises when you recognize your oneness with something far greater than your individual self. Some call it divine love, universal wisdom, or simply the deep knowing that we are all interconnected. Whatever name resonates with you, the experience is characterized by an overwhelming sense of being held, supported, and intrinsically complete. This awakening does not have to be dramatic or accompanied by outward signs. Often, it's an intimate, quiet certainty that resides in the heart. Think of it as returning home to a place you've always belonged. When you sense this wholeness, fear tends to fade into the background because you trust that life isn't happening to you, but flowing through you. You become a co-creator with the universe, harmonizing your intentions with a benevolent cosmic force. In this state, you realize that your worth is not contingent on achievements or approval, but rooted in the very fabric of your being. Cultivating this awareness can be as simple as a few mindful moments each morning. Upon waking, place your palms gently over your heart, inhale slowly, and with each exhale, imagine releasing any tension or worry. Then affirm quietly, I am one with the universal flow of love and wisdom. Let these words sink in. See if you can sense the subtle shift in your energy as you align with this truth. By infusing such practices into your daily routine, you train your mind to operate from a space of unity rather than separation. You might also find it helpful to create a short evening ritual that affirms your wholeness. Before bed, reflect on how the day unfolded, acknowledging any challenges while appreciating moments of insight or grace. Thank yourself for showing up, for doing your best, and for continuing to seek harmony. By closing each day in this spirit of gratitude and unity, you invite deeper restorative sleep and prime your subconscious for an even fuller awakening the next day. This sense of divine wholeness doesn't mean life becomes free of setbacks. Instead, it means you possess the resilience and perspective to navigate life's ebbs and flows without losing your center. You'll likely find that even in hard times, a quiet voice within reassures you that you are safe and guided. This assurance stems from experiencing yourself as more than a single, isolated being. You recognize that you are part of an ever-expanding dance of energy, intelligence, and love. With this framework in place, the soul's light can burn brighter, unconstrained by limiting beliefs or external judgments. You breathe easier, love more openly, and take bolder steps toward your dreams because you trust in an inner reservoir of power. This awakened perspective leads us seamlessly into the final culmination of our exploration, where we gather all the threads: self-love, healing, gratitude, trust in the body, and transcending old patterns, and weave them into a luminous tapestry of renewed life. As we come to this moment of closure, reflect on how far you've journeyed in rekindling your soul's essence. You've remembered that you are far more than your perceived limitations, and you've started to heal wounds that once seemed insurmountable. You've opened your heart to self-love. Let gratitude guide you into higher vibrations, and forged a new bond of trust with your body's innate wisdom. Along the way, you've transcended outdated patterns, choosing grace and compassion over fear and self-judgment. And finally, you've touched on the profound truth of your divine wholeness, glimpsing the unity that binds all life together. Now the question arises, how do I carry this forward? The answer is both simple and profound. You integrate each insight into your daily actions, thoughts, and intentions. It isn't about achieving flawless perfection. It's about living each day with an open heart and a willingness to expand. Perhaps you'll start your mornings by affirming your limitless nature, or end your evenings by thanking yourself for every bit of effort you made toward a kinder, more loving existence. Over time, these small acts create a sturdy foundation for a transformative life. Remember, this journey does not end here. Your soul's capacity for love, healing, and growth is infinite. Each day offers an opportunity to refine your practices, to deepen your connection with the universe, and to uplift not only yourself, but those around you. As you continue to nurture your mind, body, and spirit with conscious self-awareness, you'll find that any challenges are merely catalysts for further expansion. Instead of feeling defeated by tough circumstances, you'll see them as opportunities to exercise your newfound strengths. Carry this sense of empowerment with you. When you face doubts, recall the moments of clarity you experienced here. When you feel overwhelmed, remember how connecting with gratitude can shift your entire perspective in seconds. And when you find yourself stuck in old habits, lovingly remind yourself that you have the power to choose again, to realign with your deeper truth. The more you trust in this process, the more life will respond with synchronicities and blessings that confirm your path. Let this final affirmation anchor your transformation. I am an infinite being of love and light, perpetually guided and supported. As I nurture my spirit, I become a healing presence for myself and for the world. Speak it softly to your heart, knowing that your words carry the energy to shape your reality. In closing, may you stand in awe of the brilliance within you and the vast potential that lies ahead. The essence of your soul is beyond time, beyond limitation, and deeply intertwined with the universal current of unconditional love. Thank you for allowing this exploration to be part of your journey. You are cherished, you are worthy, and you are ready to move forward with renewed faith, tapping into a wellspring of possibilities yet to be revealed. Go forth with grace and let your inner light shine without bounds.